Hello everybody, Rodimus2099 here, back with another video well, this is a new type of video that I've been doing. I'm out of breath. Just finished a run, so sorry if I sound out of breath or not as enthusiastic as I usually am. It's because I'm not. To deal with it. But I've been a big fan of Pokemon since I've been a child. Yes, just using the little Squirtle Funko Pop because he is the cutest thing in the world. If you disagree with me, then you are wrong. Sorely, sorely wrong. But, I have some cards I just felt like, hey, I could make a video off this. I know, my video ideas have just been getting worse. But it's mainly because there's a lot of stuff that I have to do that I don't want to leak now. I have some stop motions that I haven't told you guys about. I have some Halloween stuff. I have reviews that I can't tell you about because if I review it now, then guess what? I can't review it in October. But anyway, let's move on. So, with every Pokemon cards you get, you usually should create a team or a deck. I have 2 decks. I call them all just my decks. Now, these aren't the decks that were in it. They're just sort of decks I created, but they are very reminiscent of the decks that they created, being Psychic and Poison, and this being Dark, Bug, Normal, I think. No, this one has Normal in it. I remember because I put Rayquaza in it, and he's normal. And then this is sort of just my fun one that I like to use sometimes, and it instantly destroys people. I mean, it really does. It's a fantastic deck, but definitely don't want to play against that deck. But then I have my main binder, which if you don't know, I started collecting when Gen 5 came out, so that's why my binder has a whole Gen 5 photo on the back. I'd like to say I have nearly half. No, I have way more than half of Gen 5 in Pokemon cards. Now, I'm going to show you the EXs last, but with every time you get one of those big packs, you get a card. So I got Giant Deoxys card, which I like, and then Mega Rayquaza card, which I'll put over here. And did not mean to do this, but I did. So, I sort of have this page full of just some kind of cool artwork from some of my favorite ones and some of my shinies. I have a shiny foil card, I think, or foil just cards. I have the foil Kabutops, and Lucario, and then a Skunktail. And yeah, just sort of trying to organize my binder so that you can see. So that's sort of my shinies and fun artwork that I like. This is not working out well. Hold on 1 second. And then on the back, I just have some strong earth types. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I'm gonna show you my favorite from each type. So, looking at the dragon types, this is my start dragon type part. My second dragon set. And if I had to pick one of these dragon types, let's say if I had to pick a dragon type to be like my kid or my Pokemon that I have to train, it'd be Axew. He's so cute. He's my favorite. On to fire, which is actually my second favorite of the elements. So, one of my favorites is one that's not in this kind of set. I keep him off to the side because he's just so cool. And that is Pansear. He's one of my favorites. Definitely if I had to pick him. But here is the starting part. These are just my highest CP ones. So we have Entei, Pignite, Simsear, which is Pansear, evolved once. Then on the back we have Growlithe, which is shiny, Magmar, and Charmeleon. And the Charmeleon card has Swablu in it, and I just kind of like it. But I don't really like any of these too much. Again, Pansear. But if I had to pick another one, I'd pick Entei. Entei is just so cool. He's super cool. But of course, Lampent, pretty cool. Chimchar, Ponyta. I'm just naming off the cards I have of them. These are the starting electrics from CP highest. I'm only showing the high CP ones because those are really the ones. And that's my last electric. I feel like I have more, but I don't. No, I definitely have more. I have more. Something just happened. Okay, I do have more. But, yeah, I have way more. They're just in the back of my book, which I forgot about. On the right page. Oh, I learned what's wrong. This is what's wrong. This is the first page. These are the highest CP ones. My bad. Okay, I just realized that. No, this is the highest CP ones. But again, it'd be Blitzel. He's just the coolest. Blitzel is the boss. And then after that, I have to give my favorite normal type to my highest one, which is Metagross. Anytime I play a Pokemon game, I make sure that I get a Metagross. I evolve Metagross. He's my favorite, so it only makes sense. And that's it for Dragon Fire Electric. Those are my favorites of those types. Now on to my second favorite type, besides Dragon, which is Dark. So these are my first two Darks, Bisharp and Zelus. And then I have Sneasel on the back, Scraggy, Murkrow. I gotta admit, Sandile is my favorite one, but I'll say him. So those are my top 5 Pokemon. Now I would definitely love to go through this entire binder, but there's definitely not super rare stuff. Because this is sort of the cards that I don't want to put in decks, because I just don't feel like I need to put them in decks. And it's nothing against them. They're all pretty cool cards. And most times I find that these are some of my favorites. Like I have an original Hariyama that I think is probably my favorite. But really, the only cool ones are my next page. My first page, my favorite page, and my still, I haven't found all of my Pokemon cards. Incomplete. So, starting off, we have Toxicroc EX. This is my EX page. EXs are some of my favorites because they're just so cool. And the art really helped me kind of push my boundary as an artist. Because, like, look at that. That's so cool. It's sort of like a vinylish, but not really to the point where you're like, that's vinyl, that's like a record. But you get what I mean. It sort of has, I want to say braille, but not really. And then I have Mewtwo EX, which has Psy-Drive and X-Ball, which are pretty good moves for him. Definitely not his best. I think his best is Shadow Ball, but maybe his best is Psy-Strike. I don't remember too well which one it was. I know that Shadow Ball was a fantastic move for him, but I don't remember exactly. And then I have, of course, Darkrai EX, which Darkrai is one of my favorite EXs. I just love him. But he's not in many games, like that new Pokemon Masters, which I've been playing. He's not in that yet, last time I checked. But if you have the EX, you might want to consider, if you love that character so much, to find the X. So it goes X, EX, Mega EX, which are really hard to find. I don't think that they come not evolved, not as big as they are, But I don't know if you can use this. I don't know. But yeah, Darkrai X. I love them. Now, before we get to my favorite of my EXs, I do want to say I have a couple ones that I know I have. I have Thunderos, Landios, Tornadus, and once I find them, I will totally make a video on them. I have part 2 to this, and I know, oh my god, this video kind of seems short. Well, it's because I decided to shorten it down. Because originally I was going to review the whole thing, and I did that, and I was editing that this morning, and then I just gave up on it. I had to cut so much stuff out, so that's what I've been doing. I was editing it, but I decided against it because I was like, you know what, fine. I don't like it. Because I wasn't interested in looking at all my Pokemon cards. I don't think you would be either. But there are definitely some EXs I know I have. I know I have one which I really want to find, which is Shiny Groudon. He is yellow instead of red, and how shiny works is it's just a different color. There's no real enhanced thing, it's just more rare. And my favorite is a shiny Rayquaza. So Rayquaza is usually green. This one, you can tell he is black. He's sort of a shiny black with green light swirling around him. And yeah, this is definitely a rare one. And I love it. I love it. It's so cool. It's one of my favorite cards. And so those are really all of my favorite cards. My 5 favorite types. It goes Dragon, Normal. No, wait, no. Fire, Lightning, Normal, Dark. And these are my EXs. And so I hope that you enjoyed this video. I definitely needed to reshoot it. My original one was 30 minutes long, and I tried to whittle that down to the best 20 or so. Did not work. I just ended up scrapping it, which I feel bad about, but if you ever want to see the whole detailed thing, I don't know, tell me in the comments. I'll do a live stream or something. And maybe, who knows, I'll get a new pack of cards, I'll unbox it, see if I get anything pretty cool. And then I will sort of just show you guys all of them. Which, really, it was fun when I was shooting it, but then when I was, like, watching it, I was just sort of bored. I don't think that's kind of fair to make boring videos. But, anyway, thank you, as always, for watching, for liking, for subscribing, for being who you are, for watching my channel, for doing all that you do. I will see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow. I hope on making a video tomorrow. I might not, because who knows? I'm kind of tired. And hey, message. I'm sorry, I can't have any voice actors for Endgame. The last episode is going to be coming out soon, probably this weekend or Monday, and it's going to be a big one. It's probably the hardest stop motion I've done in a while, but news on that will come tomorrow. And that will just be a whole video where I just tell you what's going on, what's happening. I'm probably going to use this setup. I think that's the best way to do it. Anyway, I'll see you then. I'll tell you what's going on. I hope that you enjoy.